Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Hamilton High School's military breakfast. If you could, please stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay? Perfect. I'm John Zeri, principal here at Hamilton High School, and it's my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this ceremony celebrating our enlisting students this morning. Students, your choice to enlist embodies courage, selflessness, and patriotism, qualities that truly define your character and who each of you are. This decision will, in no question, leave a profound impact on your life and those around you. I'm thankful that I have had the opportunity to witness the past 3 years, all of your accomplishments and your awards and your successes. I truly am blessed to be a part of that whole thing and see that all develop to the point of where we are today. As you set out on this new journey, please know that you have the support of the entire school community. We stand behind you with pride and gratitude for your service. I want to thank you again for your dedication, and we wish you all the very best. Now, to introduce to you one of our NJROTC instructors, Captain Scott Eberwine, to begin the recognition portion of the program. Thank you all.
Well, good morning again. I'm Captain Scott Eberwine. This is my fourth year, finishing up my fourth year at Hamilton City Schools. So in some ways, like those we're going to be recognized today, I came in as a freshman as well 4 years ago, and know many of those that are committing themselves to enlisting, and what a neat change that I've seen in the lives of each one of these individuals. And it's really, really rewarding to see that come, and the decision that you've made. Did you know that approximately 80% of your fellow graduates across the country are not even eligible to serve for physical, mental, or behavioral issues? So you're one of the few, 20%, roughly 20% is available, and you've stepped up to say, hey, I'd like to go serve. I'm a product of this area. I grew up just a couple miles away, and I've lived back in the same house. When I made the decision to serve, I left Butler County. I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't have my rear view window covered up as I took off, looking for something different to do. But it's funny that 26 years later, I came back home, and I carry with me the experiences of seeing so many different things. Experiences that I gained in 4 years, and then obviously up to 26 years later. But the experience that you'll get to see will give you a better appreciation for our country and for the world. I'd like to say this too, is that most of my career was not spent on the side of preparing for destruction or on war, but most of my career was actually spent on the side of humanitarian support. Locally in the United States, Katrina, when Hurricane Katrina hit the New Orleans area, and later on that same 2005 fall when the hurricane went across South Florida, but also multiple times of supporting the Philippines and Haiti, and even Japan when they had the nuclear or the typhoon many years ago that damaged a nuclear reactor power plant. But that's the neat thing about what you're going to go in. You're expected to know your job, and my encouragement to you is to learn everything you can about your specialty, okay, and do the best you can. And also get with the right crowd. most people that I was experienced with in the military, and I've served all the everything from a beginning entry level officer up to the executive officer, and I've been part of working with some outstanding sailors. I've been part of putting some service members out of the military as well. And invariably, the most common reason is that they got with the wrong crowd. And that's a very few number, but I encourage you when you go out to serve, get with the right person. If it's not the right, you're not that right one, go on and move on and keep learning, keep charging, do the best you can. It'll be amazing the opportunities that open up to each one of you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce each of the recruiters for the respective services, and they'll come up and introduce their enlistees. So for the United States Army, Staff Sergeant Moore, please.
Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing today? For the United States Army, we first have Lampkin Reese, first name Philip. I don't know if he's here today. I haven't actually seen him this morning. Our second person is going to be Adam Mannering, right here. And then lastly, we'll have Nakamura Grandi. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Those are the three for the United States Army. Thank you.
Are any of those individuals here? Please stand up. I want to recognize you. Let's recognize this young man here. All right, represent United States Marine Corps, Sergeant Dacus.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sergeant Dacus with the Marines. I have 3 poolies here today, and when I say your names, guys, please stand up, all right? Starting off with Robert Graham. Caden Lanehart. And Titan Miller. I've had the privilege to recruit these 3 fine gentlemen, and I look forward to seeing them succeed in the future. Thank you.
Represent the United States Navy, Petty Officer Rutherford.
Good morning, distinguished guests, Hamilton staff, parents, and students. First, I have some future sailors to introduce, but before I do that, I just want to take the time. Every one of my future sailors that are leaving to go to the Navy, I have personally sat down and met with their parents, and I must say, as a father myself, if it wasn't for the parents, these young men and women would not be where they are today, and they would not be going where they are tomorrow. So let's just take a moment to thank the parents and give them a round of applause, please. So for the United States Navy, when I call your name, please stand up and let's recognize you. We have Mackenzie Butto. Mackenzie Butto is going to be joining the Navy as a hospital corpsman. Next, I have Thomas Collins. If he's in here today, he might not be. He's a little shy, but he's going to be a nuclear engineer. I have Christian Doley. Please stand up. Christian, I will say this. Christian put a lot of trust in his recruiter. You know, it's hard to do that, especially when a lot of people tell you, don't listen to the recruiters, don't trust the recruiters. I must say this young man put a lot of trust in me, and we were able to get him what he wants to do, and I'm proud to say that we were able to get him to leave with his friend, who I'm going to introduce next. Please keep standing. Evan Lunsford, who's also going to be a nuclear engineer. So these two are going to be going to basic training on the same day, so they will be in the same compartment. And I'm guessing since their time at NJROTC, they will both be in our 900 division, which is our ceremonial guard division. So, and then next I have Sophia Rivers, if she's here. I know she's not here, but I will say something about her. So Sophia Rivers is going. Sebastian Wessler will be joining the Navy as a nuclear engineer as well. So I appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
And represent the United States Air Force, Staff Sergeant Torzar.
Hello, everyone. So I just want to let everybody know again. Thank you for having us there. Again, to all the people, to all the students who's going to be committing to the armed service. Again, I thank you for your service. All right. But with the United States Air Force, I would like to announce first and foremost, we got Hayden Davis. Please stand up. Awesome. And also, we got Aiden Stitzinger. Please stand up, youngster. Hey, Aiden, stand up for a second. These two guys, they got big goals in life, right? Very big goals, and I know for sure that the commitment to the United States Air Force will set them up to be successful in life, all right? They will set them up for great discipline, structure, and of course the opportunities and the benefits that the Air Force will give you guys will definitely set you guys to be successful in life for sure, okay? Again, congrats to the both of you. I'll see you guys in the operational world.
Well, thank you. I get the honor of recognizing our next student here. If Owen Benji, if you could please stand. Owen Benji has been one of my students here for the last 4 years. He's worked extremely hard. He has been, just across the board, an outstanding person. He was the leader of our fall semester for the NJROTC, so the head student or the CO is the commanding officer. He also received his Eagle Scout degree from the Boy Scouts back in the fall. But Owen is being recognized here. He's received Army ROTC scholarship, and he's chosen to go to Ohio University to study that. I believe your major is criminal justice, or I'm sorry, psychology. Same thing, right? No, it's psychology. Oh, hey, round of applause for this young man, right? I know it's mentioned the parents. Hey, congratulations, parents. And I know that there might be some feelings there. Some of you have some other siblings that may have other children that may have served already. And you maybe know some of that those feelings. Some of you parents here, this is your first child that's served, and hey, they have made a big decision to not only serve, but I think more importantly, get a job too, right? Is that right? No, but it's extremely rewarding to see these kids grow up to become young adults that they are. And I wish each of you enlistees and people recognized here today, fair winds and following seas, and keep charging out there. I have the honor of calling up here next to speak is my co-instructor with the Hamilton High School NJROTC program. He was a drill instructor at Parris Island, so he understands what those directly going in the Marine Corps, but where all of you are getting ready to go here in the near future. He understands that process also well. And I think the words that he'll offer you will be very, very poignant and very, very important for you to listen and kind of take that on board. So without further ado, I always kind of introduce him as the best drill instructor in the state or in the nation for the NJROTC program, Gunnery Sergeant Todd McAllister.
Well, good morning. All right, I'll try to keep it clean. Superintendent's in the house. Sir, I appreciate you and your staff being here today. It means an awful lot to these kids and the families that everybody in the whole entire Hamilton City school system is a team player. No matter what you do, with your life. And we thank you for that. And we want to thank you also for the continued support for our NJROTC program, along with Mr. Zeri and anybody else that comes in contact with us. We're not perfect. We make mistakes down there. Who's shaking your hand, Vince? You ain't graduated yet. We make mistakes down there, but we're also not afraid to admit our mistakes and move on and take corrective action and work with our kids. Sometimes they walk away from our program happy. Sometimes they walk away a little sad, vent, hurt feelings, and this, that, and the other. So where I'm going with that is that they're about to get into a business of hurting feelings. They're going to walk away from high school thinking that they're everything, that they've accomplished all these things, and everybody's all happy, got a cap and gown, and all those happy things, those happy feelings. You guys are about to embark on one of those moments that is very short-lived. You're going to get to your boot camp facility. You're going to get treated like shit. You're going to get humbled. You're going to get lowered to less than dirt. You're going to be made to feel that you are worthless. They're going to get your attention. You are no longer going to be cuddled, because you're about ready to embark in a job that I call an occupation. That the red, white, and blue is going to lay all the responsibilities on you. You're going to be responsible to someone else's orders. To serve is here. It's not lip service. And then one day, if you hang around long enough, you're going to become one of those leaders giving out those same orders. Those same things that they're going to want you to do to protect and serve, which is why you're going in. If you're going in for college, you're going in for the wrong reasons. Yeah, go ahead and get your college while you're in there. Don't forget why you signed that on that dotted line. That is to serve your country, no matter what. There might be a time where you have to go out and say, well, I don't trust those orders. Something just wrong. Well, that's a leadership moment. If you feel like you need to stand up for yourself and say something, question something, do it. But do it right. Until then, follow your orders. Serve and serve well. Don't complain. Don't bitch about everything that you don't like. Accept it. Accept the challenge that they're about ready to put on you. That uniform is going to mean something, because you've earned it. Let's go back to boot camp real quick. You're going to get there. They're going to humble you. You're going to step on their footprints, or whichever service has their particular ways to indoctrinate you into their service. Those people take their jobs serious. They are professionals. Their job is to break you down, tear you down so low where now you're teachable. Get rid of all those nasty little habits you have, like not getting up, making your beds, your racks, eating breakfast when they tell you to go to eat, go to work at a certain time, in the right uniform at the right time, they're ready to execute. Those are the things that you're going to learn every single day. Show up and show out every day, because your country depends on it. Hamilton High School, over the past 20 years that I've been here, has put out some terrific products. Kids, young women, young men go to service and serve, and they still pound on these doors to come back in and say hello, and they do quite well. Yeah, some of them's even retired. I'm like, hold on a sec. You know, am I really that old? So But those are proud moments for me. But let's go back to boot camp again. Now you're going to be in a swamp with a bunch of men and women you don't even know from all over the country. Got different ways of doing something. You know, help each other, teach each other, learn from each other, work with each other. You know, go to boot camp if you don't mind. I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't calling mom and dad to come pick you up. Those days are over with. The son did your power attorneys and your wheels and all this kind of stuff. You're on your own. You're on your own then. You better wake up. You're coming out from the umbrella of your parents. You are now considered the property of the United States government. Paycheck, a meal, a roof over your head, free medical, free dental, which I don't say it's free, I say it's current. You've earned that because you have given up yourself to serve. There is no better, in my opinion, I would never go back and change it. A thing that I'd done. I didn't even know I was going to join the Marine Corps. I still remember hanging out on Sundays at the little white racks at the recruit depot, washing my laundry and asking myself, why in the world did I do this? I kept telling myself I'm going to get out and join the Air Force. I'm tired of this crap. No offense, because my daughter is the first sergeant in the Air Force. Super proud of her. But I want you to take this away from me. You guys and gals that are going down there going out to serve well, serve hard. Be proud of yourself for what you're doing. Make your parents, grandparents, whoever it is that has mentored you to get here to this place in your life, appreciate them. I will also tell you your parents are no longer the commanding officers. What's that mean? If you got a complaint, you got a new chain of command. Or if you need a mom or dad, you call. They'll still listen. But you got a new commanding officer. And it ain't mom and dad. They are your parents. Right. Every day. Write somebody. You're going to sit in the squad bay and wonder why you did not get nothing? Well, why don't you do so? Door swings both ways. While you're in the service, you get a little cut, bruise, oh, let's twist my ankle, I'm going to figure out a way to get out of here. You better figure out a way to stay. I appreciate every one of you and have so much respect for you to be able to stand up, sign up, and want to serve. Because most of this country that could don't even want to do that. It's too hard. But they don't want to wear a uniform. And then there's so many out there that cannot serve for various reasons. Don't let them down either, because there's a whole bunch of them out there that wish they could. So, serve well, serve strong, and write your moms. Say goodbye to your phones. This is the end. So, parents, friends, family, everybody that came in to do this with us, and we appreciate our principal for allowing and continuing on with this program. I think it's sensational to honor those that are willing to give up their lives in the spirit of freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, Gunnery Sergeant. I would like to recognize, first of all, the Hamilton High School Guidance Department for coordinating this, and this takes quite a bit of time to coordinate and get it all lined up for today, so thank you. Mr. Zeri, principal here. Mr. Mike Holbrook is here from Superintendent of Hamilton City School District, and I'd also like to recognize Warren Davidson's, our Congressman's office, for being here as well. This wraps up this military recognition ceremony. There is a lot of food back in the corner, so if you could please help yourself to that and just enjoy this time together. Again, thank you to each of you that have made the commitment to serve. Thank you again.